I'm Jessie from Radio Free Charlotte, and I'm here today with the members of Diamond Plate, at least 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3.
And would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Konrad Kupiec, lead guitar.
Matt Aries, bass and vocals.
And we're just going to do a quick interview with them. So, first of all, is this your first time playing here in Charlotte?
Yes. Matt's first time,
My
for
first
sure.
time.
Us, I want to say we might have played it with Warbringer, like maybe 2 years ago or something. But we've done so many shows in between that and then that I don't really remember. But I think so.
You guys have toured a lot.
Yeah.
So, how did you all get started as a band?
Diamond Plate started with myself and our drummer Jim, who's not here. I mean, we were just kind of kids going to the same high school that both liked metal and didn't really fit into anything else that was going on in high school at the time. So, like, hell, we just started playing Metallica songs and just started playing metal, which was the only thing that we really liked at the time. And then, yeah, from there, we just kept playing. We had our old singer, who was Jim's stepbrother at the time, on bass and vocals. Got signed right out of high school, yada yada. Toured, didn't work out with John, and we found Matt maybe about 2 years ago or so, and recorded the new album Pulse. And here we are now, here in Charlotte, and it's raining.
Yeah, it's raining pretty hard actually. But what's the Chicago metal scene like, since you guys are from Chicago?
As of now, it's changing. Yeah, it's always been great, always will be great. Now it's just everyone's kind of growing up, and so are we, I guess. So it's changing now, but there's a ton of really killer talent that has been in Chicago even before our time. I mean, like Chicago blues and all that. Even though it's not metal per se, the Chicago city is just like rich with musical history. So it's a cool place to be from.
That's awesome. Yeah, you're right. It has a lot of history, a lot of music there.
Yeah.
So what are some of your biggest influences as a band?
Ooh, as a band,
There's a lot to me.
I'm sorry, it's the old generic question.
Oh no. I mean, it's all generic, I guess, but it's the reason why people ask it because it's important, I guess. Lately, I don't know, like Zeppelin, King Crimson.
A lot of Zeppelin and Crimson.
Pink Floyd. As far as metal goes, like Meshuggah, Gojira.
Yeah, you can't get any of
So yeah, those are probably like the top like 6 that we've been listening to like for the past.
As a band anyway. Yeah, we're all just like fucking psyched about.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody listens to their own thing anyway, for the most part.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so how have you all evolved as a band from your early EPs to today?
I guess that's tough to say, just because, I don't know, I guess that would be the question that you or someone else could answer and tell us, because we're obviously just kind of like being the ones that evolve, so it's kind of hard to...
It's a different point of view.
Yeah, exactly. We're on the opposite side of the table in a way. We're kind of living it, evolving it. So I guess like maybe 10 years from now, we might be able to answer something like that, but right now we're still in the process of figuring it out and seeing exactly how we are evolving.
Mm-hmm.
But there is definitely forward movement happening. That's all we know.
So you're 30 years after bands like Metallica and Exodus hit the scene, and so what do you think it means now to be a thrash band?
What does it mean?
Yeah, what does it
Like,
mean?
what
Like,
does it mean?
how do you think the genre has changed over time?
Always. Oh, we don't get a lot of interviews, and nobody likes to come in here and interrupt or do anything. And then when we do, somebody always manages to walk in. It's brilliant. It's clockwork. I'm sorry to interrupt. Please continue.
It's okay.
Sorry.
It's okay.
What does it mean to be a thrash band?
Well, considering how the genre's evolved from the old school thrash to today's thrash, I'm sure that there are a lot of people who've been around since the 80s who could give me a very long, detailed answer about that.
Right. I guess, I don't know, in my opinion, I don't think thrash has really evolved since the 80s. I think that was the pinnacle, that was the moment in time where it was purist and just, yeah, thrash in its purest sense, that the pinnacle of that was the 80s. I guess the way that it's evolved is into things that aren't thrash. You know what I mean? I guess Meshuggah could be considered a thrash band, but they're not really a thrash band. Like they evolved it. They recast the metal genre, I guess. But I don't know. It's just changed completely. The music that isn't thrash is the one that is the most evolved from it in a way. I don't know, it's weird. We get into some tricky stuff.
So you try to recapture the old 80s sound.
Yeah.
And throw our own spin on it.
Yeah. I guess, that's what it all kind of leads to is like capturing the essence of it, but not necessarily trying to capture exactly what it is, because exactly what it is only in that moment of time.
They did their own thing, and now we're doing ours. They listened to a bunch of stuff and they arrived at.
So what is it that attracts you to thrash over all other genres of metal?
Just really energetic.
Yeah, the intensity of it.
Yeah, it's really the energy, and that all comes from punk, you know. So it all kind of ties in together. I guess what attracts us to thrash is also the same thing that attracts us to every other genre. You know what I mean? Just energy.
So you were all 18, 19 years old, just fresh out of high school when you recorded Generation Y.
Yeah.
Did you run into people who felt like you couldn't do it, you couldn't make an impact because you were too young, too inexperienced?
Yeah, we still run into those people. You know what I mean? That'll happen until we're old fucks. But that's never bothered us. We are young and we still are figuring it out and trying to find, our sound and all that. So 10 years from now we'll be able to
Right, so Matt, you only joined up with Diamond Plate in 2012.
That's right.
So how did that come about?
Diamond Plate used to be a 4-piece band for a little while, and that guy, he was a rhythm guitar player, Mario Sinasi, and he and I went to high school together in Miami for years. I knew him for a little while, and when the time came that Diamond Plate was looking for a new guy to play with, Mario contacted me, and then these guys drove all the way down from Chicago to Miami. That's how fucking crazy it all is.
Oh, wow.
Still can't wrap my brain around it sometimes, but drove all the way down from Chicago. We jammed for the weekend, and then
yeah, man, it was just magic, and we told them like the next day, we're like, let's jam some more and let's see what happens. And then he ended up flying back to Chicago. A little bit after that, we jammed a lot, wrote the entire new Pulse record, well, almost entire Pulse record.
A lot of it was already written.
Yeah, exactly. But just I guess finished it up with Matt, recorded it, and then started touring after that.
Wow, so you write a lot of your stuff while you're on the road?
As of now, yeah, I mean, not too
We
much.
want to.
Yeah.
We only just started, and everyone's still getting back into the swing of things as far as like tour life goes. And but we've got ideas. Everyone's got ideas. We just haven't been able to piece them together yet.
So when you were writing Pulse, did you guys try to consciously take it in a new direction, or did that just happen?
I think it just kind of happened. We've always just kind of written for ourselves, and when you say yourself or whatever, yourself's always changing. You know what I mean? As you grow up, you're not the same person that you were 2 years ago or even a week ago. So a song that you write a week ago or a song that you write now isn't going to be the same as what you're writing in a past moment in time. I guess it's conscious, but in a way it isn't. It's just kind of a naturally evolving thing.
Okay. So what is the songwriting process typically like for you all?
A lot of it starts with the riff, especially on Pulse and previous stuff. It starts with the guitar riff, or one thing that kind of sets I guess our sound apart is a lot of it starts with Jim, our drummer, and drum patterns, rhythmic patterns that he does, and the riffs kind of come about through that, as opposed to the guitar dictating what the drums are doing. A lot of times it's the drums that kind of are the core, and they dictate what all the other instruments do, and I guess that's what gives our sound that groove and rhythm. But yeah, a lot of times it just starts with riffs and drum work.
It might be a bit too early to say right now, but do you have any idea where you're going to go with your next album?
We do and we don't.
Yeah, we do
It's
and
too
we
early.
don't. We in our mind's eye, we're already there.
We see it.
Now we're just kind of taking the steps towards that. Yeah, it's gonna be different every album.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
So I've heard nothing but good things about your live show from
Thank you.
various people.
There's a lot.
I haven't seen you guys perform yet, but I've heard nothing but good things. So
We gotta live up
the
to it.
last,
That'll
yeah, you
change.
gotta live
That'll
up to it
change.
now. The last couple of years, you've been touring really heavily in the U.S. and in Europe.
Yep.
So what's that experience like? What is it like to be face to face with the fans and performing?
There's nothing better.
It's exhilarating, yeah. There's nothing like it in the world.
It's the reason why we're here. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Not to sound like cliche.
It
or
is what it
anything,
is.
but yeah. Live shows, we love it more than anything.
Yeah.
We
That's
wanna
where
keep doing it.
that's where it happens, you know what I mean? That's what it all comes down to. It's the live show.
Yeah, bands don't have anything to hide behind when they play live. You either have it or you don't. So that to us is what we gotta be the best at, you know, and just do some cool shit with.
That's cool. So do you have any crazy tour stories for us?
There's like a pre-tour story, which I think like has been shared since, but the one time like I was driving down a mountain, right? I was driving the RV down a mountain, and it was a pretty steep grade, so I tried to get it into second gear, and I tried to put it back up, shifted into reverse.
Oh my.
I think that qualifies as craziness.
Yeah.
That was before anything even started.
Yeah, that was on our way to our first tour with Matt, which was with Death Angel and Revocation, in late last year, 2013. And yeah, we thought it was pretty much all over there. Put a 40-ton RV into reverse going down a mountain. Pretty much screws up any plans of driving it from there on out, but it was fine.
Is this the same RV?
Yep.
Yep.
The driver's side?
Yeah, nothing happened.
Yeah, no, like
That's good to
literally.
hear.
Yeah, that's the greatest part.
So
Alright, so I think that's about it, but do you have anything else you guys want to say to your fans?
yeah, thank you.
Thank you. It all comes down to you guys.
Yeah. Again,
Thank you
not
for
to sound
being
cliche, but you know what I mean. Like we love people that like our music and enjoy our music. And yeah, just thank you for making it all happen.